Welcome, everybody. It's Sunday. I had to come up with some kind of beginning. I know Taylor just gave me shit for not saying anything. So, we are here with Jason. Good old
What's up, guys?
503. Time
What's
to give him crap for the day and see how many people we can get in here watching. Considered Wink had 155 people at the same time. That was impressive.
Well, that's Wink. We'll have like five.
We have five.
Speaking of which, let's say hi to the audience. Les Crucius, how are you? Ramon, how you doing tonight, sir? Slotty, I see you both places. Gary B, welcome. Congrats on hitting 500, Gary. Well deserved.
Yep.
Ramon Verse, welcome. Carl, how you doing tonight? Jimmy, how's it going?
Gary, on another note, for the Grow It, whatever, send me 5 names of channels you need boosted. I'm going to see if my 302 people
You're supposed to find them yourself, though, Eddie.
I thought maybe he had ones that, I want to hit ones. I haven't seen who everybody else promoted, so I want to see if I can hit ones other people.
Well, you're supposed to go watch and
actually
watch the video.
There's this little thing. There's a tab in the YouTube section. You can select comic books, and it'll just pop up random comic book videos.
I know. My problem is I kept on losing track. I kept on losing track of who was doing what. So.
Eddie literally just wants to cheat mode his way through it all.
Hey, did you guys get the answers to the test?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Could you send
Can
it that
I sit
way?
next to you?
For Taylor. We'll just put it on now.
There you go. You're canceled, Eddie.
Yep.
Speaking of which, here's my new spec look. It's going to be showing up in Loki. Probably not.
What's that one?
It's nice.
Lockjaw, the Pet Avenger. It's not going to be.
Avenger,
I'm
excited for Loki.
Loki's going to be awesome, I think.
I think that's going to be the next. I mean, what is it? Right now, I mean, the one right now is pretty good. I mean, that ending to that last episode is fucking crazy. Sorry, excuse my language. That was crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, let's not spoil it for everybody in the audience if they haven't.
I wasn't. But Jason and those guys talked about the whole thing. I watched it today.
But not everybody. Okay, dude, I'm going to.
I still was not going to say anything. I still wasn't going to say anything. I'm just saying the 5.
Yeah, I know you never are going to say anything, and then you just go and spoil the thing for everybody. It's called the Eddie. It's got its own move. It's like a wrestling
Eddie movement.
I'm not saying a word. Didn't say a word. Just figured it out.
Hashtag Eddie.
Yeah. How's Slotmas going, Jason? Let's get off the track.
Go through everything you've gotten so far. I've watched as much as I think I've caught all of it, but
yes,
I've gotten a lot of
everything you got, so nobody watches your vids. No, I'm just asking how it's going.
No, I actually want to see a recap of everything.
I can't mute Eddie on his own channel. This is bullshit. Anyways,
well, you see that mask back there, Eddie? That's a autographed Eastman mask with a sketch of Casey Jones.
I saw that. Okay.
I've gotten like at least 6 more shirts.
Nice.
A bunch of old Batman books.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a super cool statue from DJ Lynx. I got a super cool statue from Rob Fat Stacks. I've got
nice.
I never celebrate my birthday, honestly. Never. It's just like another day to me. Like I celebrate the kid's birthday, my wife's birthday, and I think this is Super Jesse's way of payback of finally making me celebrate my birthday.
That's a good way to do it, and it's a good way to get vids up. So
that's another thing. She was like, "Yeah, content."
Are you guys planning on going anywhere during this time?
Next weekend, I plan on doing something. I mean, I went to 8 shops this weekend and spent a stupid amount of money on stuff that I didn't need. We'll say that.
Well, welcome to comic collecting. And welcome to collecting. Yeah. Nobody ever needs this stuff.
No wonder. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I just go with my wife's present to me. I mean, this is my only birthday present, period. So, and this fucking thing's like, it's seriously about 20 pounds. I give it to my wife to carry, and she's like, oh. It is a heavy.
Well, you know what, right? She can hit you in the head with it when you get out of line.
Yeah. You can kill some of it. It might be hard plastic, but you can kill some of this because it is weighted. I mean, you put the two next to each other. I can hold both of the things, but they are just.
Ramon says he likes the Batman books that Jesse got you. Those were pretty
I've got
sweet.
Some really good ones. There's some, some really nice, like the Brave and the Bold Neil Adams cover, and there's just some really classic. Now I'm probably going to start the 200 and up run of Batman.
That's where it starts to get pricey.
Yeah, I just watched somebody. I watched Zach's Comic Auctions on Facebook, and so I picked up the first Beta Ray bill just for like $80. But he had the first Poison Ivy up there, but it like shot to $300 in 10 seconds. I mean,
there was
5 to 4, I think it was.
There's an eBay auction I was watching. It was first Silver Age. It was a low grade, like 4.5. First Silver Age Penguin that was low as all heck forever. It was at $40 forever. But then, like last thing it shot up to like 400. So
yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Batman books in general, as far as big key books, are a lot cheaper than some of these other ones.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're looking at Batman 1 and of course, but
the big ones.
Yeah, DC. Yeah. Right. It's a good time to buy DC. I think honestly because
I wonder what the heck's going to happen. I mean. There's all kinds of weird things going on.
Well, they're not going to let. I mean, even if it's sort of probably like it's like Marvel in the '90s. No, they're not going to let it die because it's the intellectual property is worth too much, no matter what. And so they'll figure it out. Or I mean, they're a mess right now. But like somebody, even if it ends up getting bought or sold, somebody will do something with it because somebody could come along and MCU DC pretty easily if they wanted to. So
yeah. Oh, by the way. I still have not found a wall frame for yours now, so it's just sitting there.
You might have to look online for a frame. They're not like art frame size. I made them so they fit in the comic boxes. Honestly,
I know
like a comic book frame would work, but I don't and I know they exist. It's just
the last one I did see one down. The next time I'm in Vegas, if I go to Torpedo again, they did have some of those black bordered comic frames sitting there, but I didn't even ask how much they were. I got some of those ones that Rob told me about. I just have to find time to put them up. So, but
yeah,
I did buy a couple more Torpedo boxes.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
did you buy any of the ones you sent me today?
No, I didn't buy those. I mean, I like Mr. Miracle too, but he's not like he's not like as important to me as he is to you.
Yeah, I like him.
Star Wars books.
Yeah,
nice.
Eventually I'll collect some of those, and actually, it's a good time to just go out. Well, you're getting a little pricey, but it's still a good time to just go buy that book versus giving them Torpedo more money. So, never could figure out. That's awesome. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat too, trying to actually interact.
With people.
I did go south on Friday and did look at the comic shop there, and he took all of his X-Men books he had at like 200, 225. He had about 8 that were under 5 under number 20, and he rose them all up to like $500-$600 each.
Well, he's not stupid. My problem is that I live within the same driving distance as Adrian does, and that guy drives to all the shops, he'll go an hour and a half, 2 hours away hunting, and he'll get to them before I do. Now, I mean, it's a shop. There's still going to be stuff that I could find, but Adrian definitely knows what he's looking for and snipes stuff. So,
I've got a lot. There's a lot of people. Turns out there's a lot of collectors in the Portland area where I went. Comics with Bueller. Comics with Break Your Heart. Locksmith Comics on Instagram.
Oh yeah, they're all out there.
I went to a couple of his shops that he goes to, and I couldn't. Those even with as many retailers as we have in that area for Bad Idea, they were all sold out. Like you can't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have zero Bad Idea people around here. Wait,
there's only one in
TJ's here.
But yeah, there's only one in the state that does Bad Idea here, and I'm not. I'm chalking up to the fact that I'll just miss out on bad idea stuff for the most part, and I'm okay with it. Like I know they're good stories and stuff, but I don't think they're all going to hold their value unless they all turn into TV shows, anyways. It's a cool idea what they're doing, but I don't have the energy to hunt for them, basically.
Is that ENIAC one, the white?
Yep.
And the other one, the new one, what's it?
Tankers.
Yeah.
Tankers
sounds like a cool 80s, 90s idea.
In Vegas, I was able to pick up just the whatever other print than the first print for like $5, and I got to read it this week. So that is my plan. But so, Jason, let's see. I think you've answered about every question we could ever ask. So I think you're going to be off the hook when it comes to that, at least. Because how about this? How much if we did a charity giveaway? What would it take for us to give a charity, one of your charities, to get you to get rid of the beard for a week?
It wouldn't take much.
Okay, I'm just curious what you look like underneath it.
Just if you remember, like when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't have a beard.
No,
I just
you
had
did.
the goatee and
yeah, but still, the whole thing.
You should. I think if you're gonna do anything with it, you should go just mutton chops or handlebar. One of go do it in stages.
Because my wife's already like it's already coming back on this one. I've had 0 interviews, so hey, it's not like I need to shave for them.
Do interviews for what you do give a shit that you have like weird facial hair?
Well, in Utah they would. Just depends where. I mean, it just kind of depends where. A lot of people want you to be shaved at least just for the interview. Then I grow it out to whatever I want. They don't give a crap. So I mean, kind of depends. I'm hoping I got some. I put out for I'm doing about 10 jobs a week, at least applying online around here. I could work at my wife's work, but I'm not much for being on my feet for 12 hours a shift. I don't think I could physically do it. So we'll see.
Oh, Rob has a patent on the handlebars. Sorry.
Yeah, I can't do the handlebar mustache.
Yep.
I'm not as dastardly as Rob.
Dastardly is a good word.
So next week, I know Taylor does not want to give out the, does not like, well, we'll find a guest for next week. I'll figure that out next week. But I will go ahead and open it up to everybody if they feel like coming on in. And
oh yeah, Eddie, I was gonna tell you. Well, let's just keep this on your channel. It's just easier for folks than having them jump around back and forth. If that works for you. You do all the work on this one anyways. You make all the thumbnails and stuff. I'm just lazy. Sunday nights I'm so beat. Hey, here's the announcement, folks. From here on out, that Get Off My Lawn comics / Cranky Comics chat / whatever the hell Eddie wants to call it this week is going to be on Eddie's channel because he deserves it and he does all the work. There you go.
The thumbnails it's funny. The thumbnails and everything are all made with a mapping software. Actually, I tried to use Photoshop and stuff. I got bored of trying to move around all the little JPEGs and stuff because on the mapping software in the layout window, it's a lot easier just to toss it all in and move it around. It's a lot easier. Well, yeah. Okay, hold on. What did he say? I totally missed it. Doppelganger just be the county judge here. Okay.
So you're in Kentucky now. You have a doppelganger there, Eddie.
I'd move almost. We seriously at this point getting out of southern Utah. I'd move almost anywhere. We're thinking about my wife's family has land down in a place called Reserve, New Mexico, and it is about there's nothing. So we could get a small house and 8 acres of land for like $100,000, and I'm like, I looked for jobs in the area. It pointed 100 miles away to find a job.
That's awesome, Ramon. I think like that cover is gonna. I think that's hit the point of no return, and I think that cover is gonna hold value. At least the first prints on it, and maybe whatever the last print ends up being, I think probably will as well. Some of the middle run, probably not.
But the white one? You talking about the white one?
Sure. The black, they're all black, but. You mean the ink, the webbing, yeah.
The webbing, okay. I've only got the red and the blue, so
yeah.
The ones I bought at Slabbed Heroes aren't going to be worth crap. The red ones,
probably not.
Oh no, I bought those. Yeah, Jason got me buying. I have like 8 of those laying around now.
So I've got a first print Virgin out to get graded right now. I think that might end up being okay because that was limited. That's on. You can only get it on PatrickGleason.com and is limited to 2,500.
Stupid me, should have bought 10 of those.
My 1 in 50's off being
nice. I like the 1 in 50, the reverse.
Yeah, I sent it off to Gleason signing, and then it's getting
nice
signed and slabbed.
Nice. Oh, that's right. I've got a box coming from Rob this week too. So hey,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, you sent me the payment thing, so thanks for that, Eddie. You sent the screenshot of your payment to Rob to me.
Yeah, I said it to you instead of Rob. It was.
Yeah, I was like, all right, what am I going to do with this?
You wanted to make sure you knew that he paid Rob.
Yeah, Rob, you've been paid.
He was able to scrounge up $25.
Yeah. Well, the wife actually is trying to press me to do this full time, and I had to tell her, I would need some starting money to buy some stuff. There's no way.
Oh, nice. That's awesome, DJ. And then Warlord of sub 100 and 200. That's fantastic. Never could figure out those. Yeah, those. I think that the hundreds of the ones between like 75 and 200 of ASM are underpriced right now. I think compared to everything else.
Yeah.
But what's up, Warlord? How you doing tonight? This is it.
Oh,
We're just
excuse me.
chatting. I'm hungover. Eddie's about to talk about his colonoscopy, knowing him, and then Jason's just gonna sit there, and be like normal, wondering what the hell he got himself into. So.
No,
he knew what he was getting into.
I have something different coming up on my channel Wednesday.
What do you got? Oh yeah, you got an interview coming up. I saw the
Dallas Anderson at I Follow Turtles. That DJ Links turned me onto that guy with his art, and I had him do some stuff for Jesse, and turns out he posted the picture, and Ross Ritchie from Boom Studios commented on it and reposted it with some other art, and it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. It turns out there's a Dallas I knew this, but like from where I'm at in Wisconsin, there's a Dallas Anderson artist from around here from the 30s, and I was like, it's not can't be the same dude.
I've heard. I think I've actually weirdly heard of that name. I don't know how I did. But.
Well, it's a porn star name too.
No, not from that one.
You sure?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Gary B's not joining us. Neither is shoot.
No, everyone
Gary B's a nice
knows what
guy.
they're in for on this, Eddie. So they're all just avoiding it like the plague.
Well, Gary B's a nice guy. He couldn't be cranky.
Yeah.
It just
I
doesn't.
bet Gary can be cranky. Gary's got some crank in him.
Gary's got an evil side that most people will never see, probably. So
yeah, you get Gary going, and
yeah, it's just one big smile. I could never be yelling at anybody or pissing off anybody. Heading to bed.
He's heading to bed.
Thanks, Super Jesse. I appreciate it.
What's up, Jeff?
Gary, I don't blame you. I'm heading to bed as soon as I get off of this mess. I mean, this lovely life.
Gee, thanks, Taylor. You're so nice to
Eddie, I'm supposed to be cranky. It's my shtick.
I know.
How you doing tonight, Rob?
Not bad. I was just rushing to get some food down my gullet.
Nice.
Grilled up some salmon.
Do you? Okay, here's a non-common question because my dad's looking at one. Have you used a pellet grill?
I have a pellet grill in my repertoire of many grills and smokers.
How do you like it?
A lot better than I thought I would. I was a man who was very anti-pellet for a long period of time. But when you're cooking stuff for around your home, or if you just really don't have the wherewithal to fire up a stick burner or something else,
that's about it for here.
Super convenient and does respectable. It's not as smoky as you're going to get from a true stick burner, but it's better than putting a couple wood chips on your grill. Yeah,
there's a combo unit that Pit Boss puts out that we're looking at that's like half smoker, half gas, and then it's got a sliding so you can do cold smoking in one of the chambers.
Yeah, I've got one that's supposed to do that. The reality is, I'll tell you, I don't find it from most of the ones I've seen. Yeah, they don't do a true grill real well. They're never going to get hot enough to do a true sear.
Well, that's why I want the one we're talking about, the one that has half propane, so you can actually sear.
Right. But I didn't bother. So here's my thing. Right.
Yeah.
Is why waste the money if I already have a gas grill?
Yeah, that's
why waste the money on that. So I buy a $400 to $500 pellet grill, and I've got the other one right next to it.
Yeah,
but there's also some really cool. There are some cool things called from a company called Barbecue Hacks that makes like a cast iron griddle that goes onto the pellet smoker. It'll get hotter and allow you to do like smash burgers and stuff and some other stuff. Just to completely
I mean, any cast iron probably do. You just leave it in there and let it get hot as balls, right? Basically.
Yeah, I mean that's where I do all my sourdough baking is outdoors on the grills and stuff in the cast iron Dutch ovens and whatnot with a smoke box.
Yeah. So there we go. We're talking about things that nobody else cares about. But Chip Gettler loves his pellet grill as well. So there we go.
I bought a small one last year. It's actually a portable one.
Hey, we never promised it'd be we were just talking about comics on this one, folks.
That's right. I like DJ. I'm going to send him some barbecue ribs to get slabbed.
Yeah.
What do you think of that Blackstone grill, Rob?
I've actually don't know. I've not heard of it, so I can't comment.
It's a flat top grill.
Okay. I still haven't heard of it or seen it, so I can't comment on it. Not from a position of knowledge, anyways.
Yeah, Rob needs to come up with like rubbing Rob or something like that. Or
I have a Rob's rub, and I have a couple different rubs in my chicken thang rub, which I do.
Are we getting those in mystery boxes soon?
I don't know. I probably could at some point if I really wanted to.
I would.
Those ship out a lot better than sauce does.
Yeah.
Because sauce is tough to do in the mason jars. But
with everybody around here on diets, we basically at this point, our dinners is chicken, vegetables, and whatever. So I got to put something on them. Even though I don't barbecue the chickens all the time, they're mainly eaten the fried.
Rob loves it, or never can figure it out. Loves his Blackstone.
He says he loves it. Yeah, I've got a buddy that's got one. He likes it, but the Blackstones are basically like a flat top, like in a kitchen, but grill outside.
Oh, it looks like like an outdoor griddle.
I've seen some various things like that for cooking stuff on. I just have a big giant cast aluminum griddle that I can drop on top of my commercial gas grill.
Well, there you go, DJ. Yeah, propane is the old easy lazy man. Not knocking it. I love the propane.
I got a propane grill. Like I said, because there's certain things at certain temperatures you just got to do. If I'm doing pizza, sourdough, or even like just tonight, I was cooking some salmon. It's a lot quicker and a lot easier to just do that on the grill for what I'm doing there, and it's going to work really well. And I found a company that'll deliver propane to my house for less money than it costs me to take the tanks myself and swap them out. So
nice.
Oh, here you go, Rob. I figured out what the name of mine is. Mine's called a Camp Chef.
Okay.
It's a Camp Chef portable one. It's real small, but I mean, it holds a full chicken and some other stuff, and it works fine.
I looked at a bunch of them, and because I am really still partial to my stick burners, because I do have multiple smokers, and I wouldn't bring my pellet smoker out to a competition. I'd get laughed at. But I do have a Camp Chef, one of their higher end models that I do use for just around the house, and I can it'll hold up to about a 14-pound turkey. It'll hold the whole brisket. I can put I can do 2 briskets on the 2 racks. I can do a couple,
this one's
ribs.
This one's very small. This one's very small. It was only a $400 one. So
here's the one I put in. Since we've completely derailed the topic, and I'm enjoying it. I put a link in the chat to the one that we're looking at around here.
Okay.
God, say big money at Menards.
Yeah, well, Menards is big around here. They're started around here, and it's so annoying. But
I only lived in Minnesota for like a year, and that damn song is stuck in my head.
It's an awful song.
Here's the thing: when it really comes down to on pellet grills, I'll share with people. Right, it really comes down to the pellet. I mean, the pellet grills themselves, there's a lot of them. There are some differences between the cheap ones and some of the high-end ones. And even Weber finally, I guess, fixed their problem on their super expensive pile of garbage that kept catching on fire.
Is Traeger as big time as everyone says?
It's a big name. It's like Sony and Bose.
Well, they're also Traeger's founded up by you, Jason, too. So they're probably huge.
So, I mean, so there's a lot of different companies that make a lot of very good products, but ultimately at the end of the day, there's some convenience features with regards to how you remove the ash, how you have to clean them out, and then the bigger thing that's going to influence everything else is the pellets that you use. Sure. There's a lot of crap pellets out there that create a lot of ash and everything else, and it's a balance of finding price versus value out there going on.
Yeah, I've noticed mine doesn't produce much of any. I mean, the head's got the ash catcher underneath it, but rarely ever after using it for several hours does it produce much.
But just because it's not in the cup doesn't mean it's not producing the ash.
Yeah, I'm trying to
do a test. Put a piece of foil over your meat while you're cooking and see how much ash has accumulated on top of that.
I don't know where the ash is going.
Yeah.
It doesn't all. The problem is heat rises.
Yeah.
And ash is very light and is very prone to being lifted up and not falling down. And then it's going to circulate in there and eventually it settles on top of your food. So the design of the unit can affect that, and how much ash you're getting from your pellet is going to matter.
Gotcha.
People. Nice. Thanks, never could.
Pit barrel and the cheapest, easiest way to find. Yeah, pit barrels are really good. There's some really good pit barrel grills. I'll tell you. At competition, what I use the Weber Smoky Mountain competition smokers. They're only about $400, and some of these guys look at me kind of funny when I roll out there and I pull out a couple of those. But the reality is every one of those professional guys, no matter what big rig they have one of these Weber Smoky Mountains somewhere back there in the back for doing stuff on. Those big heavy duty smokers and stuff don't do me good because I don't do full blown commercial cooking. So having a rig like that at my house would just sit there and never get used except at competitions. The smaller ones allow me to do a lot of that stuff. I live in California. I don't have snow, so I can cook in the winter with just a lot, just a basic insulating blanket around it. And that's all I need. So I don't need to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a massive rig.
Yeah.
So pit barrels, those Weber things, those things are great. I smoked for years on a piece of shit Brinkman, couple Brinkmans that I bought at Lowe's for like $49 and churned out amazing stuff once you do some modifications to the unit to make it work better.
I'm hungry now, and we don't have
no kidding.
We don't have any really good barbecue places around where I live. It's
our one closed. We had one here. No, we
don't either.
We had Dickies for about 3 months, and they went away. And then
Dickies isn't what I'd call good barbecue.
I know, but still, it's barbecue.
Yeah, I
Chip,
get it.
Very good call, Chip. Rob is right, as always.
Rob is always right.
Well, we did get a good.
Like any good supervillain, he thinks he's always right. Yes.
It's all about the presentation. If you're sure of yourself.
Yeah. So since we're talking about food.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your favorite kind of food there, Eddie?
Lately, it's been either seafood or Thai food, because we do have several pretty good Thai places. Nowhere compared to Vegas. Now, from now on, for any decent steaks or anything like that, I will never eat up here again. I will drive the 2 hours down to Vegas and get food there if I'm really looking to do that. I mean, the boiling crab, if you have one near you, try it out. It's messy, but it's so damn good. So that's probably it. What about you, Rob? Favorite food besides barbecue? Okay, let's just go.
Right now, lately, I've been soaking up a lot of vitamin T tacos. Love a good taco.
Well, you're in California.
Yeah, exactly. And otherwise, I love beef, just period. I don't, whether it's grilled barbecue or whatever else. I grew up in the wrong state.
Yeah,
I like all foods. I'm a fat man.
My wife.
I really like sushi. I love sushi, and I'm in the Midwest.
You're in the that's not good.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place. My wife not much of a beef person, but when we went down to Vegas, went to the steakhouse in the hotel, she got just a fillet, and they gave her some sauce to dip it in. But one, and then ever since, the next 2 nights later, we were there eating there again. So
it's one of the things I miss the most about Vegas is the food options you have. Like where I live in a small town. In a tiny little town, we've got like 6 or 7 either Thai or Chinese restaurants in town.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much the majority of what we have.
You told me your town was only 10,000 people. We're 30,000 people, and we do have 3 or 4 Thai places. But how the heck do you get that many Chinese places? It's crazy.
I don't understand.
Like the Pacific Northwest has a giant Asian population. Really, like the whole up and down the coast there. It's great. Like. That's one of the things I really miss about living in Seattle is I go get a bowl of pho at like 9 a.m. and there for like
we have one place that makes pho in town, and I still haven't dared to try it yet.
Not that I'm ever hungover and don't ever recommend drinking, but I got to tell you,
in your youth,
9 a.m. Not that I went out last night either, but 9 a.m.
I love Asian food.
Like breakfast pho is the best hangover cure you can get.
I always thought the corn nuts and beer was great, but
the pho you gotta get the beef bone broth and the heat.
The college breakfast of champions.
Yeah,
pour out some corn nuts into a bowl of beer, and
it's the same idea. It's all collagen and sadness.
Oh no, college time was just ramen.
What's up, Will? What's up, Comic Hunter?
What's up, Will?
We are not at all talking about comics right now. We went from grilling our favorite foods to Rob's giant corn nuts. So
yeah.
Well, we're the only
giant corn nuts.
Grass fed.
What my dad used to pork rinds. Pork rinds
are. I refer to those as when my wife gets those, she opens them up and they just smell so bad.
You're out of your mind. They're like a spicy pork rind is a thing of beauty.
They're ass chips is what I refer to them as.
All I know is I was real happy. My wife came home from Costco this weekend and she found they had Costco had prime grade briskets on sale. For less than $4 a pound. So
I was there. I didn't see that. I was at Costco Friday, so nothing like that.
They don't have prime briskets in Wisconsin. They just have hot dish, right?
But no, Wisconsin. Well, it's a cow state. We got like beef. We're good on. Like, it's not like a lot of the steer here is raised for dairy, but like there are enough beef cattle that like you can like that. That's about the one thing we're not lacking on cuisine wise. Everything else is sad. But
I want to compare something, Jason. You said 10,000 people. How many off ramps do you have in your town?
We don't have an off ramp, dude.
You're not off a freeway. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's not.
we have three off ramps and 5 subways. What you need 5 subways for in anywhere?
I know the answer to this because Subway does not have a no compete clause in their franchises. You can put a Subway next to a Subway, literally. That's why they're all going out of business.
I will tell you, back in the day. Now, obviously, it's probably changed since 1990. But when I was in Vermont at school at university, the state was so small at that time. It had 9 McDonald's in the entire state, but it had over 20 Dunkin' Donuts and probably that many Ben and Jerry's.
Wow. Yeah.
We were right next to the capital of the state, and that capital of the state, it was like at 6 p.m. they just rolled up the street, and it was shut down for the night.
Yeah,
we have all these Thai and Chinese restaurants, but I got to drive an hour and a half to go get a comic book.
Well, you got to start your own shop then, Jason.
He doesn't want to become destitute and poor forever.
What's up, Chip? You gonna dive
into this? What's going on, guys? What's going on? How are you doing today?
You got some mood lighting there, Chip.
When the lights go down, at Chip's place.
Chip Geller, the Marvin Gaye of YouTube.
Yeah,
yeah, the Marvin Gaye.
Some kind of gay.
So you got a pellet grill or two there, Chip?
I do, actually. I was going to say, take a look at this. There's another one, Rectech 8. It's called the Rectech 380. It's a pellet grill, but it actually has the flame underneath, so you can actually get the sear and everything that you would need. And it's less than what you're looking at for that Pit Boss.
Sure.
So
we're looking at easy things that get sold around here. There's no Rectech dealer around here. That's the other.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised how many those things you can get free shipped, even though.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's more for the service and if the controller goes bad, because that's the thing I've read is the controller.
They mail those out. It's easy to fix.
Right.
Is it easy? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, here's the deal with Rectech, man. When you actually get a Rectech, the owner of the shop sends you his cell phone number.
Oh,
and
all right.
it's to the point that if you have a problem, you call him up. He's going to answer it for you, or he's going to get someone on it that next business day and get that going. They're known for their customer service. I don't sell it, trust me, but I just happen to have one, and I've been phenomenal.
They've got some great videos too that they do with far as menus and stuff. And entertaining as hell. That guy, that Pit Boss that they got that does singing and making food, and he's just jamming and juicing, and it's a good entertaining watch, man.
Yeah, definitely.
This is kind of funky.
Well, the handles do look like steer horns. So.
Yeah, the steer horns. Yeah, I got that's the one I have. The smaller one I'm talking about, it looks like a Weber grill.
Sure.
It's smaller in size, but it'd be perfect for your dad. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
We're now naming this barbecue chat.
Exactly.
Hey, we got the viewers sticking, Eddie. Don't bitch.
Hey, this is actually
content.
We're down to 9. We were at 14.
There's only so many times like Baron Zemo comments you can spec on right now.
I know. Yeah.
Sweet or tangy barbecue sauce?
Tangy.
I do sweet heat.
I like the sweet as well with a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
What about the mustard one? Was it down south?
Carolina?
So the Carolina, you get the mustard base as opposed to the vinegar based. And the stuff I do is ketchup based. It's about the only good use for ketchup is to make barbecue sauce.
I've tried to make my own in the past. It was fun.
Your own ketchup or your own barbecue sauce?
Own barbecue sauce. Yeah. I'm the only one who cooks around here. I'm the only one who gets creative. But what I don't like about it, I got to ask Rob one of these days about the cooker, because this thing, when I first started the sucker up, it smoked like a mother, and it was bad. And I got it running for a while, but now it hasn't been used for a while, and I got to figure out the proper way to clean the damn thing, because I can't fit all the racks and stuff anywhere that's going to, you can't, in the sinks and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out the best way just to clean the whole thing off.
Why would you need to put it in the sink?
I don't know.
Do you have a grill?
What do you mean?
Do you have a separate grill?
No,
No, you don't. This is your only device that you have.
my only outside cooker is that chef camp mini thing. Yeah, it just needs a good cleaning, and I'm just trying to understand how. That's all. I haven't attempted.
There's a lot of different cleaners, but I mean, for the most part, really, you just need nothing but some oil or a potato or some wire bristle, and get some vegetable oil on it afterwards, and just don't aerosol the oil over the flame. That was usually not a good idea.
No,
I'm not talking about what about actually cleaning off the actual unit, the outside and the interior, because it's got some good gunk in it.
You get a shop vac and clean it out, or you get a putty knife. I have a putty knife. I scrape stuff and degrease some barbecue degreaser.
Yep. That's what I need to get. Okay.
Organic
at the dollar store too, Eddie.
Yeah, well, make sure it's you get some organic.
Yeah.
Plant-based degreaser, and
you don't want the chemicals for dinner.
I usually don't. You got to run it for longer than clean all that stuff out. But
I'm just trying to
figure it out. Clean tins with an onion.
And the onion works too. Yeah, you take that. It's just the oils and a mild abrasive. I mean, it's like when I clean my cast iron. You clean it with oil and salt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, otherwise, what I was going to say, if you had a separate grill, or you have, it's like if after mine have been sitting out for a while, like my big ones have been sitting idle for almost 2 years now because I didn't do any cooks this last summer. So I'll take those grills and I'll turn on my gas grill and fire it up as high as it goes, and then I'll just bake them clean.
Yeah.
Fire cleanses all.
I mean, you could probably
just ask Ghost Rider.
In theory, you could probably
just bring it back to comics.
Yes. Good job.
Nice.
Good job.
You can always, same theory, then you can just take them and throw them in your oven on a cleaning cycle.
Yeah, if your oven's big enough.
Yeah.
Oh, on the comic book part, next version of my mystery box is getting ready. So if anybody wants, this would be terrible. Anybody looking for this guy, it's going to be in there with a few other same as usual setup, but gonna have a.
Speaking of books and slabs, I finally got some movement at CGC. I've got 16 scheduled for grading.
Nice.
Just popped up, so
that's cool.
Awesome.
About time. How long has that been there?
November.
November.
Shit.
Hey, my stuff from October
moving way faster than that.
My few last ones from October came back last month, and now I'm about to do a 25 just pre-screen and just some base books for now before I get anything else done.
I don't even talk about how many books I have sitting there right now.
Oh, I don't.
Mine are all going to CBCS, but they're at the cleaning.
Let alone how many are sitting there waiting to go out tomorrow.
Taylor, I want to talk to your cleaner. I got some books that need to be
okay. It's taken him a while. It's going to be about 3 months for mine to get cleaned. So, I mean, I sent him 30 books or 25 bucks.
I've just got 5 or 6 books. 1 or 2 have got some bends in them. I'd like to see if they can come out before I try to send them.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to him. It's Titan Comic Pressing. He's a good guy. So
let's say you can just reach out to him on YouTube or Instagram.
Yeah, I think I have him on there. I forget the name all the time. So
yeah, I've been fortunate. My guy's running still only about 30 days, so it's been pretty nice.
I've got a guy up in Salt Lake City he got a hold of me on Facebook somehow, but I've now forgot who he is and searching Facebook Messenger to try to figure out. I got like 300 messages on Facebook trying to figure out his name's not Comic Presser, it's just whatever.
The brain is like a steel colander. It's full of holes and the shit just goes right through it.
Yeah, it does.
I like your shirt, by the way, Chip. It took me a minute to figure out what was going on. Just seeing half of it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
That's very nerdy.
Yeah. But shouldn't the face be blackened?
When I made this,
when it came out.
Yeah, when I made this, I decided, I don't want to piss off Marvel too much.
That's right. The question is, do you understand what it means? That's all that matters.
That was the point. Yeah. When I made it, I'm just like, let me just the general idea.
Great idea, Chip. Don't listen to Eddie.
I'm not listening to him.
I've never seen a fucking black one like that.
Back to chat for a second. Anyone got an ASM 122 or a complete Craven's Last Hunt run for sale? I do not.
No,
but the next mystery box will have at least 3 under 100 ASMs in it.
Never can figure it out. You might want to check Strictly Comics auction that's going on right now and just yell that in the chat there. You might have better luck.
Yeah, I think Keep It Thoro's got one going on right now, right?
There's a couple going on Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
But
I'm looking just to double check, but
no, 122, nope.
Yeah, not there.
I went look through all my books tonight, just looking for stuff to put in mystery boxes. So, yay!
I need to get the first 4 issues of the Punisher's little miniseries eventually. I found issue 5 out in the wild for pretty much nothing.
Is that the one with the Mike Zeck cover with the bazooka through the window kind of thing?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a cool cover.
I think I've got. I'm not sure which one I have. I found my second Punisher stuff, but I don't think it's that one. It's the first ever series. Is that the one?
It's a 5-issue miniseries. I found issue 5. It's the only one I don't have of the Punisher books, really. Well, I won't say the only one because there's all the different, early stuff.
Yeah, even my normal source, which I would go to, is wiped out because they did a massive clearance sale recently. So they've got
most of the
squat.
None of the shops near me generally carry a lot of like key back issues. They have a lot of back issues, but
that's like, over. I did notice after hitting I did hit 5 or 6 shops in Vegas when I was down there. None of them but 1 or 2 in the entire area keep older books. You walk in any of the Maximum Comics, they go, dope, we got nothing older than 3 or 4 years. Cosmic Comics and Torpedo are the only 2 that really have probably a lot of back issues. But even that, Cosmic has almost none. And the place I found, the few I found were all at the antique malls. I mean, antique malls.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a lot of inventory to sit there and try to hold on to. People don't, well, especially lately, a lot of that stuff they would get via buying collections. And a lot of those shops, they haven't been buying collections for a while. They've been kind of hurting on, they're in survival mode, not let me go spend some more money mode. Mm-hmm. So. But
we're keeping. They're hoping that we come in and buy tons of books like we're doing right now instead of them going out to spend tons of money.
Yeah. What are you collecting right now, or what are you hunting for, Chip? Anything?
Right now I'm just trying to finish up my Immortal Hulk run. Trying to think of what else I've got going on. I'm looking at some Daredevil stuff as well.
Nice.
Trying to get some of the older Daredevil, Elektra, and right before Elektra, before Frank Miller took over. So
those should be fairly cheap. I mean,
yeah. I'm trying
compared to other stuff, Daredevil still.
Yeah, every time I go to the shop, I actually go in and I'll take a look at all the ASM stuff and the Daredevil stuff just to see if I can get fillers. Just to kind of fill in some of the runs.
I got a few in the 20s laying around from some auction I bought. I don't even know what I bought, but they weren't expensive.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping I can pick up, especially Daredevil side. Those should be fairly low cost.
What's up, Dallas?
So,
what's up, Dallas?
Hey, Dallas.
Hey, we're up to we're back down to 11 people. I'm back to college
because I started talking.
That's because I never could figure out if I left us to go look at the auctions.
We stopped talking about barbecue now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, damn. One of these days, Rob, we got to have a party at your place as everybody fly to California.
We're sitting there. Actually, it's funny because we're sitting there talking about it this year. Is like now that they announced it we usually used to do our big cookout in July, and that's like this year they're saying that we should be able to start having some gatherings. So we said, maybe we can have a smaller gathering this year. And because I just got my vaccination done today, and then but now we're up in the air again because now my wife's saying, Jordan Con is on for July, so the weekend that we normally do our cookout.
Which shot did you get, Rob?
The J&J.
Oh, okay.
One and done, brother.
I get my second one tomorrow, so
you're ready. The second one kicked my ass.
Yeah, I heard I'm going to be out of commission Tuesday, so
yeah.
I'm going Thursday for my one and done, and then my wife goes Friday. So
there was a few problems with the one and done, but I don't think it's anything big.
No, I know my son's got his scheduled there in Utah because I saw it pop up on his calendar where I talk about, if he's going to do it while he's in Utah, he better do it like this week because I come out to get him in May, first week of May, to bring him home from school. And so it's like, you're going to get 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to get them at the same location.
So, yeah, I know. He's getting the Moderna.
So, yeah. And then you need
the one I got. It's the only time you'll ever find me inside of a church.
Yeah, no, he's at the county health office or something. But
yeah, well, the county health office up here is pointing everybody to the local Mormon church, and we got 20 of them.
Well, which one?
Yeah, I know. I saw. Okay, now St. George. Ask him if he's ever done. He probably never has. From Dixie to Herc in the back route and it was so funny. I'd never.
He has a bike, so he only goes where he can ride his bike.
Okay. First time I've ever seen this in my life. I'm just first year down here. I don't know what. I drive by, I see a church up ahead. I go, okay, parking lot, church, building, church, parking lot. Seriously, the fucking things are right next to each other. I'm like,
yeah.
Why do you need two churches?
Same denomination.
No, same exact. No,
Yeah.
no, both Mormon. Both
That's
Mormon.
what I said. Same denomination. I said.
Yeah. They had to. The churches are right next to each other.
Like Subway, Eddie.
Yeah.
What is it?
You have a
Walgreens
Starbucks across the street from a Starbucks.
Huh?
Walgreens and CVS. There's a Walgreens on this side of the street and a CVS on this side of the street.
I worked setting up almost
convenience.
For 8 years, I worked setting up about 80% of the CVSs that exist. Now they're all shutting down.
It is what it is. But,
Either way, I just found it interesting. I've never seen church. The walls are touching each other. I mean, I don't know if there's a doorway between the two buildings, but it was just different. I asked my friend, I said, what? Because he's Mormon. He goes, what? He goes, oh, what it is that they have, how they break up the areas, I guess. You have, if there's more than so many people in the area, you got to add a second church right next to it to get the other, whatever the charter areas or something weird. I don't know, whatever. Yes, now we're doing church talk. Jeez, okay, it's really gonna lose people now.
You lost me. I'm looking at the RecTech website.
But remember, if they're LDS, you're talking about the wards, right?
Yeah, the wards. That's what they're called. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I really don't give a fuck.
I don't. I only know because of my involvement in the scouting for so long, and the LDS had so much involvement in scouting from the 80s through until just 2 years ago. It was their youth program until about 2 years ago. So, anyways,
yeah. No, all the
Jason. We know that
you're reading. Eddie,
you probably scumbag.
Read.
Probably scumbag.
Like, I don't read.
Scumbag. Yeah, I think that's the one now. I mean, I'm only one issue behind, but I'm caught up on.
Have you read Noctera yet?
No, I don't. It's not at my thing, and I haven't done another. They don't have it at my shop. So when they get, what happens is that, like I said in the past, if I want, see number 1 comes out, I ask them, okay, get me number 2, 3, and 4. When they order from Diamond, they won't get it till number 5. So I'm automatically so unless I go somewhere, and I didn't see any down in Vegas, so I looked for it after you guys told me about it, but no luck near here, and I just haven't done it online. I haven't been looking online for much. So.
I thought about doing comic book reviews on my channel like Taylor, but I can't
do them like
the reviews like
there's
Taylor
only
does.
one Taylor.
Hey, I tried to. I made a video today on the silver coin, and I actually posted it out. That's going to be posted tomorrow morning. Yeah, Taylor, you guys have unbelievable. I don't know how the hell you guys do that. You and Gary B. Holy shit, because that was tough. I was like, all right, this may be a one and done deal.
It's tough to do a review and not do a synopsis.
Spoil it.
Yeah.
I try. I mean, there's sometimes I'll do like a light, plot point touching on, but I try to just avoid the plot altogether.
I thought about how to review Noctera without spoiling it. I can't think about it.
Yeah,
I
that would be a tough one.
How to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, there are your holocron cards.
Oh, nice.
That's, I don't know. That's one of every single one. It's not the full set plus all the insets that I had extras of. So
beautiful.
I got to find something that I haven't found something safely to put these in yet, but that's my next thing.
I know, I mean, there's no right or wrong way to review. Well, there are wrong ways to review books, but
video tomorrow, it's a wrong way to.
I'll check it out for sure. Definitely will. Honestly, all I focus on is what I thought about it.
Yeah.
Versus what the book's about. It's just if you do it that way, it's not that hard to do, really. It's just and it's a lot easier, at least for me, to notice shit that bugs me versus to figure out the good.
Fonts.
The typeface.
I never knew how much fonts could really bug someone before until I watched Taylor's reviews.
Hey, it's we all have our points, and I went to school for typography and stuff, and so it's
I have to agree. I've seen a lot of lazy font work in the books for lately, lettering. Some where they're changing the font size smaller to try to cram it into the balloon as it's going on rather than just changing the overall font size. And some today I was reading one, they just removed all the spaces between the words. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is this gibberish?
You only notice it when it's bad in the comics. You really do. It's
when it's really, really bad, right?
Yeah.
As much as I love the series, I hated reading The Batman Who Laughs because of the black background bubble with the
Oh,
red
yeah.
text over the top.
Yeah.
It was so difficult to read.
Yeah.
It was like, what the hell does he say? I had to like go over it like 2 or 3 times just to read it all.
Oh, good.
What gets me is sometimes those books, the way they're set up, like you'll be reading it in the they're set up to read it this way. Then you turn the page,
Oh,
And
then
then
it's
it's
set
like,
up to read this way and this
Yeah.
way.
and they don't put
There's
arrows
really
to at
no
least tell
rhyme
you
or
where to go.
reason.
Yeah.
So
arrows.
invariably, you end up reading it in the wrong out of order. You're like, what?
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
wait
Yeah,
a
that's
minute.
bad page
My,
design.
my eyes start going. I just can't do it.
That's bad panel design too. Yeah, if
Yeah.
especially if you're not sure if you're supposed to read it across the top,
yeah,
that drives me nuts. I'm like, just
yeah.
make it clear, artist. You're not doing your job.
I did
Yeah.
get down for the first Batman Who Laughs. I think I got through about 3 issues of before my eyes couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
And that's the hardbound trying to sit down and read it. My eyes just started
See,
going.
look at that. You guys are reviewing books. It's not that hard.
So, speaking of which, while we're here, I just popped
Yes.
this open. This was I had earlier in the week. I bought some of the one of the J. Scott Campbell X-Men classics, whatever Legends, whatever they're calling
Legend
it.
one.
And 2 of the 3 were damaged when I received them, and just contacted them. And aside from the fact that you can't share a file with them, you have to actually attach it, because they're probably because of their computer safety protocols. That was really the only issue I had. Otherwise, it was very smooth. People responded. Their customer service there responded within 24 hours. Once they got the pictures and reviewed them, gave me an RMA, provided me a return shipping label, took the books back, acknowledged receipt of the books, and then shipped out or first they confirmed they still had replacements available before this whole process went down. And then they did. And so I got back my
Oh, nice.
replacement. So there's the Storm cover there.
Nice.
That's off of his website, right?
Yeah.
I
And
get
then
to it. I just haven't bought anything off it yet.
this
Oh,
was
there you
the
go.
Banshee Polaris. These 2 were the 2 that it was a 3-pack that I got. The third one was a Magneto cover, which I could care less about. These were the 2 covers I actually wanted.
Those ones got damaged.
and these are beautifully clean. So I will give their customer service and support 5 stars.
Nice.
Nice. So you won nothing on Friday from that Spider-Man booth there, Taylor?
Nothing. I got an ASM 30, but nothing huge.
I don't know about watching it, but just with the wife doing her weird schedule, she's home all the
No,
time.
Adrian hit the big thing at the end, one of the things, and he got the first Dr. Afra. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Nice.
That's going to
That's
CGC.
one of the
What-
books I
which-
think is coming back or getting graded right now. When the 16
Which
books
printing?
First print.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was say Jason got one from me, and you Taylor, you get yours from me or two, right? Yeah, I got to send mine.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, mine's getting great graded. Yeah, like what that Spider-Man booth has been doing lately is like if you win the big thing of the day, you get your choice of like 4 or 5 books. And so he's actually had some decent ones lately. He had the other one that I was thinking about getting right now is the Supreme versus Omni-Man. He had that, which is a hard one to find too. So
I have not seen it.
yeah, you don't watch. Yeah, if you're not watching Invincible, you're missing out.
You are definitely missing out, dude.
I do not have Prime, so
You live in the middle of bum fucking bitch about it all the time. How do you not have time?
He's unemployed. I at least have the excuse that I'm employed.
Yeah, but
I don't have the time.
He spends money on all this other crap. Spend $100 and you get all the benefits of Prime.
we usually do around Christmas time. We'll
All right.
go for a few months on Christmas.
Yeah.
My daughter's got it. I saw it. She's just
Well,
ignoring
then
it.
just have her share the password.
Gonna say.
I asked her. I haven't asked her.
I would never do that. That is wrong.
That's completely against the rules. Yeah.
Yes.
Shame.
Isn't YouTube? No, YouTube's owned by Google. Never mind.
I've asked her twice now, but I don't know. She's at this age where I rarely hear back from her. I barely got a phone call on my birthday. That kind of crap. She's in her own little world now.
Oh, that's awesome, Ramon. Congrats.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, new comments.
I bought the 2. Well, they're the $25 boxes again. It's got the Star Wars #1.
I thought I was very tempted, even though I already have Star Wars #1. But it's
But you might be able to turn around and sell it and get a 42.
yeah.
Jason, do they sell out of them all? I haven't been back on the website. I'm avoiding it. I'm buying Rob $25 box instead.
Yeah, I can't buy any more of those things.
Torpedo boxers. Yeah, I know.
I have and TSMBs. I'm really kind of gotten to right now. I'm in a mode of I've weaned myself off of most of my online exclusives and stuff I was doing too. I'm really focused back into my LCS and the incentives and spending a lot of crap ton of money on my grading.
I'm annoyed. My LCS got 0 silk number ones and none of the incentives in last week or anything.
Well, I have to work on this. Is I only have about 10 more weeks 11 more weeks worth of content for Slab Hub, so I'm trying to rush to get more. They're all in the works, so I might be able to extend this a few more weeks beyond that.
I got my For That Spider-Man booth 2.1 boxes from their 100th episode the other day that I opened.
Yeah,
and all 4 of the boxes were Taylor's boxes, so I was stoked.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Yeah,
like if you order multiples, you'll get multiples of that right now.
I'm hoping I get Taylor's box. He told me he was going to put one of his boxes in my last box, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's all right. You know what, Eddie? There's one coming to you in your box. It's shipping out tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I've got 2. I do have from Taylor got me going, and I won 4 or 5 books that day. Nothing big when I did on that Friday. I won some pretty cool looking books, but I did actually go in and buy another 2 of the $30 things, but it's been 3 weeks. I'm hoping they ship sooner or later.
They'll ship, Eddie. They'll ship. I just know I know your patience is not your strong suit, sir. But
no. Well, he kept on saying how caught up he was and how they were doing.
He was until it was actually the boxes that slowed him down. They ran out. They didn't have any. In this printer was slow getting it to him.
Yeah.
So.
No big deal.
Yeah, that's better with it. Obviously it's its own demon, and if you don't flip, there's only so many of those boxes you can get. But if you flip, then they're not bad.
I just figured I'll take a good long break for a while, get some new inventory.
Yeah,
and then I can get back to it, right?
That's another thing. You think so? But
right, Rob? You got 4 of them coming. The V17.
The V18s. I got 3 V18s.
Oh wow!
Right.
All right.
But that's
he's taking a break. He's got 3 V18s coming.
First of all, again, remember I've got 3 V18s that I paid like $120 something for all 3 of them. So
V18s sell out. I didn't even look. I haven't heard a word about them lately.
Probably not. I'll be doomed if it's like the V17 where it's the same freaking stuff in every single box. Then I'll just eat a bullet right then and there, and never go back. But if it's at least different, I'll be okay. I should be okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to go on. Nobody does. This is his blackout box where they're not announcing anything that's any of it. So
right. Well, and we'll find out real quick because if I open up 3 and they're all the same content, I'll make sure to blast that far and wide, and I don't care. I'm done with it. Hey, well, you're getting into. No, that's just bullshit.
I only got 1 of the V18s coming. If you the math for me, it is not. I'm not saying they're not value because I can always flip. I can turn around and flip a V
it's
a V.
Tough to get value if you don't get a prize.
Well, no, I mean I've always managed to sell them back for value. I've never had a problem with that. I don't always make money on them, but I've sold them back for value and I've hit enough prizes that I'm not bitching. But the 2.1 boxes are mathematically just a better value because you get 3 variants in each one of those at least, and sometimes you get 5, but it'll say 3 for easy math, and you can get 6 of those for the price of 1 V box, and so you get 18 variants versus 10, and so I can sell 18 variant. I'll take 18 variants to sell versus the. But again, if you hit a prize, then the V18 value then definitely leapfrogs, and you got a better odds at hitting a prize with the V18. But
I agree. I mean, like I say, it's not really my thing. I've decided to kind of go a different direction with.
I don't blame you. I'm just
mostly because I hate selling.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind occasionally doing the mystery box thing, but I really despise doing the having to deal with stuff on eBay. Although I really kind of despise giving people, if I'm doing a right, like the last mystery box, I was like, I'd rather go out and find some of these collections that I can turn around and flip that way than buy these TSMV mystery boxes that everybody's already got though.
Well, I made a point of not putting much of any of that in the boxes I made, but
I got a stack for the next mystery box. I got a stack of $5 to $20, $30 books about that high, and I think there's only 2 Venoms in there.
Total. Now you got 50. Now you got 15 more books or 13 books coming your way, right?
There you go.
Well, no, if I like the covers on them, I keep them. But
I'm to the point where I've got my eBay engine.
Hey, I guarantee you that grab bag, Eddie. If nothing else, it's value for your boxes because they're not. It was really just I had a bunch of stuff that I'm like, oh, that was modern that I didn't want to do another full blown thing. I just wanted to get rid of the books.
Yeah.
So like, if I can get $10 or $15 just to have this pile out of my hair after my cost of shipping, I'm gonna be happy just to get them out of here because I hadn't even entered them into my inventory. They were strictly like, let me give these books away.
Or inventory. I could never inventory. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's why I spend so much. That's why I don't have time to watch Incredibles. I spend too much time managing inventory.
Well,
inventory, yeah.
You talk about selling stuff. That's what I've been doing to keep up. The only reason you see me buying anything is because I've been flipping Hot Wheels left and right. I mean, today I sent out 3 packages and then 5 cards through TCG, Pokemon and Magic cards. Yeah. I put them on TCG and I'm flipping them left and right because come the new year, I can't do it anymore. It's not gonna. I don't want to deal with 1099s unless I do it full bore. Because I'm not. I mean, the $20,000 I'd never hit that. Last year I hit that in sales of selling Hot Wheels and stuff easily. This year, I can hit like that. $20,000 doesn't even include the $18,000 worth of bulk when I get rid of all my collection. So figured last year I pulled at least $40,000 in sales with all my Hot Wheels gone.
But Hot Wheels are so expensive.
Well, the easy one, you go on the club. The club's unlimited now. They made anybody can join for $10. You don't get a car. Normally, you get a car.
Mm-hmm.
They had one for $35. You get the car, and then I flip the car for $40. But now every 2 weeks or every week, they're putting out like limited cars that are limited to. I think the highest they've done is 20,000, which is way higher than they used to. And you basically get it for $35. You sell. I sold one for $150 a week, 2 days after I bought it, or after I got the mail. So
average
Will never could.
Yeah, average Will, to answer your question, it was last week we talked about it this week we talked about it on sidekicks.comics, managing your inventory. But I use CLZ primarily for most of my stuff. I use both the cloud and the phone-based app. And then I also use Google Sheets as well to track this. Even though within CLZ, I tag stuff in storage boxes that leaves my collection to go out to pressers and shipping stuff. I also keep a spreadsheet of all the stuff that's out at different places, just because it's another way to visually see it easily for me.
Yeah, I mean, will it scan stuff by the barcode? Is that how?
Yes, if it has the barcode. And the modern barcodes will work. The older short barcodes will scan, but sometimes you got to remember, sometimes back then they recycled the barcode, and so it doesn't always come up right. So that's where on the older books it's a lot easier just to sometimes do a title search, and it brings up the list and shows you a little picture, and you can check box them all. And that's where having my laptop and the cloud version is a lot easier for me than being on my phone trying to see this itty bitty icon and me take my big meat paws and try to touch that small little square.
So the phone app and the cloud app don't sync?
No, they do. Yeah,
so they do.
But they're two different. But it's 2 different subscriptions.
That's a load of shit.
But they have a combo subscription that gives you a discount.
Yeah, that rubs me the wrong way.
Well, they used to. If you were old school and got in early enough, it was your grandfather did. There are people who were. Yeah. I unfortunately wasn't, but I think it's what I pay. I think I paid $25 a year. So it's not like
I get it's not atrocious. It's just kind of.
It's not atrocious.
Great thing, Will.
And yeah.
I first tried to do that when I first started getting back into it, but I tried to scan stuff and it wasn't working for me or something. So maybe I should try it again.
Hey, Will, go take a look at it. Was on my channel this week on Thursday, the Sidekicks Talk Comics. There's some I popped up some screen imagery of what the app looks like and some of the key features that are there. By no imagination did we go deep into it because there's so much that it can do. But if you just go into almost any Facebook group or comic group and ask them what's the best app to use, you're going to see probably 85% of the collectors tell you the CZ app is the app to get.
So if you go CLZ, okay.
CLZ, that's what, yeah. CLZ.
They refer to it as, I'm just looking at the website really quick right now. They refer to it as mobile apps for iOS and Android, but how is there? Is there a computer version of it, of the web?
So there's 3 versions. There's a desktop which you can download and everything's stored on your PC. There's a cloud web-based version which is just done through your browser and your whole thing there. And then there's the phone-based app. And then the phone-based app syncs through the cloud with the desktop app with the cloud, the browser-based thing. So that's what I utilize.
I'm looking at the website, and then I'm just trying to figure out how it. Okay, it's probably just the website. You just have to go. Okay, no big deal. Okay.
Yeah, you have to drill into it because they make the app for also. I mean, they make collector's versions for video games and magazines and records and everything else.
Yeah.
What's amazing though is that these guys have been awesome. I mean, I started using the app about 2 years ago. And the changes that they've done in the 2 years, it was an amazing app 2 years ago. To what they've done today, they listen to the people who are using it, and they're constantly sending out updates. And you get an email telling you what those updates are and how to use them. And their customer service has been great every time I've needed something. I usually within 2 business days get a response. They guide me through, and usually it ends up being user error. That prevents me from getting it, or they catch it and go, oh yeah, like the other day I was trying to upload all my Savage She-Hulks, and only all the entire run was there in newsstand for like issue 2B, issue 3B, but the direct editions weren't showing up, but for only a third of them. And they said, oh, I pinged them and they go, oh yeah, that's our mistake. Somehow those got turned off, and they turned them on, and I was able to then up and run. But
yeah, I'm gonna watch your video. I know I missed that one, but they talk about the US. It's $29.95 to use the cloud version or the PC version. I'm just wondering how you can get that to sync with the handheld version. I'll look into it. No big deal.
Yeah, there is a combo subscription thing that you look around. Yeah, and you get a discount instead of having to subscribe to both. And then they sync because they're both cloud based. Because obviously your inventory is not being stored on your phone.
Yeah.
I like what Carl just posted too, where like now it actually, you go in and you put it what grade you think the comic is going to be, and it syncs back up with Go Collect. So now it'll tell you what the selling price on Go Collect or what the fair market value would have been for that product.
Based on their thing, which is often out of sync. So
it is, but it's still at least it gives you a good ballpark figure.
Thing is, it gives you better than nothing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
if you have a subscription to Go Collect, then I do. So you can click on you're on the value. You can click on it. It jumps right there. Then you can drill down and see. Okay, that was the fair market value that they're listing because because their algorithm is over a certain period of time. But you can see like a hot book like UF4 and see, oh my God, the actual sales this past 3 weeks are 3 times what the FMV is and stuff. So
I'm just not noticing just one last thing about it. I'm just not noticing something on their website, but any kind of dual thing. It looks like they just have one subscription for the PC and one for the phone. So I'm just curious where on here that talks about that. I'll look at that.
I can look for it later and try to send it to you. I know
we're putting everyone sleeping.
It's been a while since I've done it, but since I have subscribed to it.
Pass out right now.
No, he sent me pictures of what he was drinking last night. I think he was drunk picturing me at I'm not sure what time it was.
Yeah, I was not. You just asked what I was up to, and I couldn't be bothered to answer with
It's a dangerous subject for us to get into because Taylor was already bitching at us this week on Thursday because we were droning on about this topic.
Yeah, ASMR. Have you looked at the ASMR yet? It's great. When you get going, you're my cure for insomnia.
Hey, that's fine. There are other people on YouTube that do it for me too.
There you go. The view hours.
I fell asleep watching Jimmy last night. You know what?
You have dueling banjo nightmares? Kidding.
It just lets me know that my voice is that soothing.
It is. You do have
Now that things are starting to open up, I know Jason, me, and Taylor, we talked about this once at least. Would there be a con somewhere that we can all go to and actually meet up and do stuff?
What I'm planning on going to, if I can, is going to be in December in Chicago in the C2E2.
C2E2, yeah.
I'll see you there, Taylor.
Yeah, that might be
interesting. Yeah,
I know my cruise for this year got canceled, so I don't. That's
a good idea. C2E2 sounds like a good plan.
If I have a job or the wife says get the fuck out of the house, I will.
Well, you can start selling blood
Will's
now.
going to be there too. Nice.
You start selling blood right now, buddy, and you can save up
I'll start doing
for a Greyhound bus ticket.
Time to get rid of those video games behind you, Eddie.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of them. Once you've got them, that's it. They're not that expensive. I've gotten rid of them. Most, the Hot Wheels, all that stuff's gone. Next is I'm just gonna start doing about 3 or 4 mystery boxes up next. I've got some pretty good GPs, and I don't know. Who knows? We'll see if I can sell those out. I can put a little bit of money away. Wife, hopefully, I was hoping the job in Chicago would work out. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm right there. I'll go.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I thought about going to the Hot Wheels convention in October, and I went, oh God, no, I don't feel like it. It's just not worth it anymore. I don't have enough stuff to do. C2E2 would probably be where you at. When is it? When is it normally done?
Normally it's done in February, but this year they moved it all the way out to December, the end of the year, because they didn't have it last year.
Do they have it? I've been to Chicago a few times, but is there any major place they have it at normally?
Oh, yeah. It's actually at the Rosemont Convention. Oh, McCormick. No, you're right. It's McCormick Place. I kept thinking it was Rosemont.
It used to be in Rosemont, I think, years ago. Or Rosemont,
yeah.
So
Wizard, I think, goes to Rosemont.
Yeah.
The job in Chicago is still up in the air. I never heard back from them, but I don't know. I asked them last week, and who knows?
It'd be funny if, a lot of people I've met on the interwebs are not Midwesterners and they live in warmer climes, and Chicago in December, you never know what it's going to be. So
by the lake,
you better down nearby is what you're saying. We're going to be walking to it.
Well, it's just going to I have places I couldn't stay in Chicago for free. Got buddies and stuff, but I'm probably going to get a hotel room just for the convenience and fun of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's like
what I heard was big giant party suite Taylor's Pan.
Yeah,
that's
what I heard.
Right,
If you guys make plans and figure out a hotel, we should. I don't know. I do this with the Hot Wheels guys, and to me that's what was kind of fun. We all get the same rooms near each other.
Oh, I don't want to be. No, I'm like you're in one hotel. I'm like 4.
Taylor, you don't say that now. You just tell him that we're all staying at one, and he goes out there. And we go. They were out of rooms, and they got us this other room. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought it would be fun. Excuse me.
Everyone's staying at the Western, and Taylor's staying at the Hilton.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the Hot Wheels one, what happens there is we're all usually it's all at one hotel in LA, and basically you open up your room, you bring all your shit with you, open your room up, and it's like basically a walk around sales and trade thing going on.
Well, I'm not bringing inventory to Chicago. I'm just going to go.
I'm not saying you would.
I'm going there to buy stuff if I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to sell some stuff.
I'm not even necessarily going to buy. I'm going to hang out. I mean, I will buy. I know, but it's just
go buy some stuff and go get some barbecue.
Yeah,
and
just
listen
to be able to hang out and meet
some blues and barbecue.
Man, would be great.
That'd be good. I'd love to be able to go out there and grab some blues, barbecue, and some bourbon. The 3 Bs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be the designated driver.
Well, if we figure out
That's
when
what Uber's for.
If we figure out when,
no, that's what Slotted Up's for. Slotted Up's not a drinker, so
we can fix that. But that's not.
Jason, I haven't been for years. I still have that one bottle I started way back when. I've only drank about that much out of it, so I got plenty left over. So, but yeah, I think if we all figure out what hotel we're in, just let me know, and I will attempt to make it. How much is the tickets compared to I know Comic-Con San Diego's the last Comic-Con I went to, and that's impossible now.
I don't know what they are this year, but
so you can't even get a ticket to San Diego unless you give away your first child. But
that's why you have spares, right?
Yeah, we have 7, so I can get a few.
Well, we have favorites.
Yeah, true. With 7 and 9 grandkids, I wonder how many you could trade off for a few tickets.
Eddie never could figure it out to ask him what your price point is going to be on your boxes.
This is going to be straight 200. I've got a lot more Silver Age stuff in this one. It's all over the place. I didn't even realize that the one of the most expensive loose books I have is that stupid Berserk one. The what is it? The one per store one is like almost a $200 book plus.
Yeah, as soon as they announced it was going to be a movie, that one spiked way up. Or
that's going to be one of the. That'll be one
really
of
the $200 book now.
Yeah, it's sold for over 200.
This is a pretty fun read if you have not read it this week.
It's a good book.
Yeah.
My comic shop did not get it. They said they could get number 3 or 4 in.
So is this too. Silver Coin.
Oh, we got Silver Coin. Chip Zdarsky's doing some pretty good things with writing lately.
He is.
Nostalgia Source has Geiger left, so if I make something with him this week, it depends with what mine gets. But yeah, Geiger, I'm gonna look for. They didn't have any down south. The guy doesn't get. He only orders for his pull list only. So unless I switch to go, an hour south of me to pick up my books, if I don't know what's coming out, I got to tell my place about it. So,
yep.
But definitely,
all right, gentlemen. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm starving. All this barbecue
food
talk.
Yeah.
I haven't had dinner yet, so
I'll go back and finish up my salmon.
Okay. Until
thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks for checking us all out.
Until next
Thanks a lot.
Sunday, I think it's still good for next Sunday. Same time, same place, same.
There you go.
Have fun.
Chip, you can be on the hot
diaper.
seat next Sunday.
Yep. Huh?
Chip can be on the hot seat next Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
we should. I think I've got you on YouTube. I don't know if I have you on Instagram.
Yeah,
Is-
I'm
what's
there.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
there you go.
It's like
following,
Thanks
so-
for watching, Let's Cruises. Thanks for checking it out. How Will and Never Could and whoever else is still around.
Yeah, well,
Appreciate it.
we have 8 left. I'm surprised we actually gained a few.
just like a rash. I hang around the deep crevices of the.
There you go. Yeah.
What do we do? Should I ask Winking to come on one time just for the hell of it? He ain't gonna, but
He would. He probably would at some point.
he has no idea.
Anyway.
But he knows you exist. He talks about you got Taylor all over him today.
Gross.
Okay, guys. Thanks, Chip.
All
All
right.
right. Talk to you later. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good
See
night.
you guys. Have a good one. Thanks, Chip.
Get off the lawn.